We don't have to build our kingdoms to get what we need. Friend, take a step back and ask, what is God doing in the world that I haven't noticed because I've been building my kingdom? Ask yourself, while I've been building Rome, what has God been doing in Bethlehem? Imagine what Caesar in his role could have done for God if he didn't believe he was God. Well, there was one group of people in Bethlehem who were not preoccupied with their own kingdoms because they were not under the illusion that they had a kingdom. And their obvious lack of power helped them to respond well when God told them what he was doing to build his kingdom. Look at Luke 2, verse 8. That night there were shepherds staying in the fields nearby, guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared among them, and the radiance of the Lord's glory surrounded them. Now get this, God sent no angelic messengers to Rome, but he sent an angel to Bethlehem. He sent no angel to the king of Judea, but he sent an angel to the shepherds in the fields. Why do you think God chose the shepherds? I mean, I know it was in part to demonstrate that he loves the under-resourced. That motivated his choice. But I suspect God also chose the shepherds because they were among the very few who actually had enough margin in their lives to hear from God and to respond. You know, Jesus once looked at the people of Jerusalem and he mourned because their lives were so chaotic. They were harassed and helpless. They were without guidance. They were exhausted, just like us. And a lot of their internal turmoil was due to the oppression that they were under from the Romans. What's really strange about you and me is that we are free for the most part to live as we choose, and yet our lives feel just as chaotic as theirs. We are harassed and helpless too, but we do it to ourselves. We spend hours on our devices, but we claim we really don't have time to read the Bible much. We strive and worry about everything. I mean, those thoughts are in our heads all the time, but somehow we don't feel like we have the margin to pray. We preach about how toxic social media is, but then we obsess over it every chance we get. Some of us while we're driving, some of us while we're going to sleep at night. We can't be still and know that he is God because we can't be still. We're always on the move, but always behind schedule. We're always focused on a new thing, and yet somehow we are strangely distracted, taking in so little. The shepherds had a boring job. I would not have enjoyed the work that they did, but I cannot help but realize that they were the ones who had room in their lives to hear that a Savior had been born and to actually go and see.